quarterback.
It's the sneaky quarterback man. You got to get the rest of the band, Bill. They're just absolutely stunning.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right.
Just walking
through the door.
Yeah, come through the door.
Your mother got kicked by one, I guess.
You're in that film, aren't you? Yeah, she's in that film from the Women's Day in the Park back in 1978.
Well, she couldn't help it, I guess.
You know what Faith did her little number?
Why does this camera go everywhere I'm going? I don't...
Jerry, get back here!
Oh, Kate, you look beautiful. Joy.
Oh, on December 2nd at 1 o'clock. Oh, I thought you were told. I thought Robbie told
No, nobody tells me
It's
anything.
Nina's birthday.
Is that on the itinerary that Jeff sent out?
What?
December 2nd.
Well, that's just a studio recording I'm doing with
Oh,
Nina.
oh,
It's not
okay.
with you.
I was up, Beth and I went up yesterday and watched Rose and Vern Williams band up at Bay Studios doing some recording there. And
You ready? Oh, this is it. First, you're going to introduce Lee.
That's right. Maybe you should throw Tom in there also.
It's nice to see Tom King. I don't think I've ever
Yes,
seen
that's
him.
what Tom said. He said,
Yeah, it's great.
I can't believe it after all these years.
Oh, you never met?
I've never met either one of them. They're both here tonight. It's real nice.
Welcome to the Great American Music Hall, and welcome to the Kate Wolf Show. Before we get started tonight, I'm going to tell you what to expect. As many of you know, this show is being recorded for a live album. How many of you are here tonight because you want to be a part of that live album? Let me hear you. Great. Now, because it's being recorded, because it's being recorded tonight, some of the songs will have to tune up the instruments before the songs. And once in a while, we'll have to change the reels of tape. So you have to be prepared for that, for those kind of things. And we hope that you'll help us out by preventing any loud, unusual noises, such as beer bottles falling onto the floor. These kind of things usually happen during the quietest times. You know, a nice, tender love ballad, and a beer bottle falls on the floor. So do what you can to prevent this. And we'll try and keep the tuning and all of our work to a bare minimum. Now, sure, we want to prevent some of these sounds, but applause and cheers and singing, that's perfectly acceptable. Do as much of it as you want. And since I mentioned singing, there'll be some songs where there are parts for you to sing. So when it comes time for that, sing out loudly. In fact, I'll be out in the audience singing along with you. So if you want to be heard on this album, you're going to have to sing louder than me. So, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the First Lady of West Coast country music, Kate Wolf.
We haven't even done anything yet. It's great you could come tonight. It's going to be a wonderful evening, I can tell. It's going to get warm in here. But, baby powder.
Baby powder.
We're glad to have a great time. You there?
Almost.
Up to. All right. Hello, stranger, put your right hand in mine. Hello, stranger, put your right hand in mine. You're a stranger, and you're a pal of mine. Get up around her, let a working girl lay down. Get up around her, let a working girl lay down. You're around her, now you're out and down. Every time I ride the 6 and 4 streetcar, every time I ride the 6 and 4 streetcar, I see my baby. He's speaking through these bars. Hello, stranger, put your left hand in mine. Hello, stranger, put your left hand in mine. You're a stranger, and you're a pal of mine. Let's hear me again. There's a man of country that I really love. Hello, stranger, put your loving hand in mine. Hello, stranger, put your loving hand in mine. You're a stranger, now you're a pal of mine. Some of the songs we're going to do tonight are what I call living room songs. And in your travels, if you've ever played music or known people who played music, there's always a time when people's paths seem to cross, and there are songs that are part of that family that sort of die off and people split apart and move on and grow up. Don't play music anymore so much. And this is a song I learned about 12 years ago, actually, hard to believe, in a Big Sur living room. It's by John McNicholas, who lives down in Santa Cruz. Get back. kill. There are places where I return sometime. There are places where I return sometime. Colorado, Oklahoma, friends of mine. There are faces that often come to mind. There are faces that often come to mind. Familiar faces, gentle eyes, better times. Well, I've seen mornings that remind me of you. I woke to mornings that remind me of you. Blue sky mornings and on cloudy days think of you. Sweet companion, mountain meadows now are green. Sweet companion, mountain meadows now are green. And if you want, we can go in love again. If you want, we can go in love again. One of the things we're collecting tonight are usable jokes to use when tape reels run out or we have to stop for some reason. I only have one, and I'll save it till I absolutely need it. This is it?
Yep.
What? Oh, okay.
No, wait, you chase him out. Oh, you better wait.
This is supposed to be a true story. I've done this song before of how the city of Weaverville got its name, or the little town of Weaverville up in Trinity County there. And I like it a lot because it's a kind of the story behind the story. You know, the one you see in history books is not always the story that is. And this was written by Two people who should know this story when they hear one, Jim Reaver and Mary McCaslin. And now for our next number. My friend Gil Turner used to say that's an old Chinese song, tuning, you know. I'd like to introduce the band as it is at this moment. Ford James on bass and vocals. And Nina Gerber on guitar, metal. That's great. Here we go. Beside me, I'll tell you about a game, the damnedest game in all my years I ever did see played. Some said they'd seen him play before down on the Barbary Coast. He said that might be true enough, 'cause he gambled all around, and he lost his stake to a jack high straight out of Sutter's Ford. But it saved a little poke in case of a game within our town. And a lady loves a gambler running loose, running free. I felt a tremble deep inside when I turned around to see he was looking hard for me. Now the game was dead in Daddy's tent, an honest man, you know. And all the boys in town were set to take Jim Weaver's gold. 'Cause digging gold is hard work and panning is too slow. And I saw Jim Weaver smiling at some little private joke. Well, by midnight he had all the gold that the boys in town had saved. And they never caught him cheating, though they watched him all the while. And he never lost a single hand at any game he played. He never lost a dollar, boys, and he never lost his smile. And a lady loves a gambler, smiling free, smiling wide. I knew I wouldn't rest till I was smiling by his side, smiling as we ride. Soon all the boys are busted flat, but they wanted still to play. So they asked Jim Weaver what was left to gamble in the game. He said he cut high cards one time, and if he lost, he'd pay. But if he won, they had to swear to give the town his name. And he told my daddy he would bet $10 on the side, and I could be my daddy's stake if I would so agree. And I rode out of Weaverville next morning as his bride. And I left the town that bears the name loves a gambler if he cheats all the same. And no one saw me slip to him the ace that won the game and gave the town our name. This time, I would like to invite David Balakrishnan up. Are you here, David? I need more things. Okay. Some of you may recognize David from the Tim Ware group. And back up and push, is that correct?
Sure, and Sahib.
And Sahib and...
No wonder it's upside down.
All right. This is a song for when you've been missing somebody who's been gone. Only it's not somebody who's gone forever or for a long time. It's like for a day. I don't know why that's always so funny. Everybody always roars with laughter when I say that. It's the way I say it. Well, I mean it, you know. It's true. It's fun to miss somebody that much in a day. Instead of thinking, oh, thank God I have a day off and I can do what I say. From out of the west, from the thundering hoofbeats.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wake up when you're beside me, fall asleep in your loving arms. You have made my life so happy, counting minutes when you're gone. In the early spring we planted a garden, watched it grow in the summertime. Now the fields stand brown and empty, leaves blow down the mountainside. And it's now that the rain is falling, and the leaves turn red and gold, that I miss you most, can't you hear me calling? Love of mine, won't you hurry home? I will give you gold, I will give you silver, give you my word that this love is true. Give you anything just to make you happy, 'cause I could spend my life with you. And it's now that the rain is falling, and the leaves turn red and gold, that I miss you most, can't you hear me calling? Love of mine, won't you hurry home? And it's now the rain is falling, and the leaves turn red and gold, that I miss you most, can't you hear me calling? Love of mine, won't you hurry home? Love of mine, won't you hurry home? Now we come to that big moment when you're going to sing with us. Now just remember it's dark. The other thing you must remember is if it's too high or too low, make up a harmony. And a harmony is just singing notes to go with whatever anybody else is singing, but they don't have to be the same one. Some Kind of Love. This is a song for cynics as well as lovers of love. And your part goes, some kind of love, some kind of love, everyone's looking for some kind of love, some kind of love, some kind of love, everyone's looking for some kind of love. You got that? One more time. We're going to put the melody. There's actually a melody. I thought you might like to hear that too. So your part goes like this. This is a song by Jon Stewart, one of my favorite songs about love. And it has a verse in it for everybody. So you just pick the one you like the best and sing the chorus in all of them. We'll be fine. Your part goes like this.
All together now.
You got it?
Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone's looking for some kind of love. Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone's looking for some kind of love. Hey, great, let's do it again. Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone's looking for some kind of love. Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone's looking for some kind of love. Boy, is that pretty. All right. You ready? Okay. And the way it works is there's two verses and then a chorus. I'm doing elbow signals and sounding like my wings, by the way. All right, here we go. Enough of this levity about love. Love is a serious business, right? But as my friend Wavy Grady has said, he's here tonight, so I can quote him at length. He said, you gotta have a sense of humor about this or else it's not funny. Good line. I've been stealing it now for almost a year. All right, here we go. Some kind of love is like gold. That is the hardest to hold. It catches the eye each day passing by. Some kind of love is like gold. And some kind of love starts as friends. That kind of love never ends. It comes on as slow as a flower in snow. Some kind of love starts as friends. It's some kind of love, some kind of love. Everyone's looking for some kind of love. Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone's looking for some kind of love. And some kind of love comes too soon. That kind of love heals your wounds. When your wounds are all healed and you're back on your wheel, say that kind of love came too soon. And some kind of love tears your heart. When you knew it was wrong from the start, I would try and explain moth to the flame. Some kind of love tears your heart. It's some kind of love, some kind of love. Everyone's looking for some kind of love. Some kind of love, some kind of love, and everyone Some kind of love is like gold, and that is the hardest to hold, 'cause it catches the eye each day passing by. Some kind of love is like gold. Some kind of love, some kind of love. Everyone's looking for some kind of love. Some kind of love, some kind of love. Everyone's looking for some kind of love. Real change time? Ah, we're into statues. Yeah, we're in statues. Okay, we have to do real change. Now you get to hear my joke. Wave, y'all want to see the intermission? I need. Now we've offended all the Irish here tonight. What do we got? That gives you an idea of the caliber of joke we're looking for here. Kind of the low groaners. What? So what we're doing tonight is we have this little blue truck out there in the alley with this long umbilical cord that goes out the door and down the stairs and out the door. And they're sitting there in their 4 sweaters and their Adidas and their wool socks with all this equipment. Go ahead, rattle those bottles, get it out of your system. Oh yeah, we're switching the order, Paul. We're doing statues here. Paul is our mysterious engineer. He'll show up later. He was actually just here a minute ago.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. We got a rolling, Bob. Let's go. A 1, a 2, 3. Well, I saw a man today and he looked like you, and I found myself staring like a fool. When he turned, I had to look away, 'cause he was just a statue made of clay. Statues made of clay, so pretty and so cheaply made, but they don't wear well, like the strong granite stone. They crumble and they leave you all alone. I've been on the road, a country singer with a band, playing all the honky-tonks and the one-night stand. But I think about you when you're far away, and this road seems like a statue made of clay. Statues made of clay, so pretty and so cheaply made, but they don't weather well, like the strong granite stone. They crumble and they leave you all alone. We're going to take a minute to check our tuning on this. This is a song, you know, we can sing a lot of songs about home, how nice it is to come home to somebody, or how nice it is to have a home. This is one for people who don't. Saying a story about it. My friend Hugh Shaflett, who lives up in Sonoma County, is a very fine songwriter, and is also a plumber at Mare Island. He has another line of work, as they say, in this economy, but has written a lot of really incredible songs. He co-authored Everybody's Looking for the Same Thing with me. It gives you a little idea, variety of things that he can do. And he's appeared here. Those of you who might have seen A Perfect Crime, remember Hugh Shaflett, he was part of that. He's the imperfect half of A Perfect Crime. He was down in the Embarcadero one day, walking along, and he saw this man sitting on a bench with a paper bag, and he said he was the same age as him, and he went by and looked in his eyes. He said, it could have been me at one time in my life. And increasingly in these times, it seems there are more and more people out on the streets. I know that we said, kind of laughingly, but really not laughing, that we would dedicate the song to the 12 people who went through the bins in back of the Great American Music Hall in the last 4 hours, one after another, looking for food. It's real sobering to think about that. He sits beside the fountain with his head bowed down. Don't look around at the gray steel and the concrete. A man who's never known a colder home with 50 cents for burgundy. A paper bag that holds a change of socks, and a Bible that's too poor to hawk. And I looked into his eyes, they were blue like mine. I recognized the hollow, sunken feeling, like some work of art they painted to hang upon the wall. As we gathered round to praise the honesty of one man's lonely misery. And every heart that ever broke one man's dreams, a heavy load that died from an overdose on the road, sits all alone. I gave the man some money, wished him well as my eyes fell to his feet, the bottom of a body, wrapped up inside such ragged clothes that I felt like a millionaire, little more but rich, so rich in love, and no one gives a damn for him. And I hope that he finds Jesus, or a bed tonight, or another drink. I'd take him home, but you see now, I don't live alone, even if I did. Some other reason would make me think of the places that I must go. And every heart that ever broke one man's dreams, a heavy load that died from an overdose on the road, sits all alone. gotta shave and wash the blood off of his face. Changed his suit, he'd be some use to this country, this prosperity. But he's bleeding in his soul. They haven't found a cure for that, you see, except for maybe Burgundy. And every heart that ever broke, one man's dreams a heavy load, that died from an overdose of on the road, sits all alone. Another one we can do together. This is the title of the record. It's called Give Yourself to Love If Love Is What You're After. Someone said to me at a concert, how can you talk about love in these cynical times? But it's really the only constant there is when you think about it. You know, all through history there have always been problems and things, and love in whatever form it takes is always with us. And one thing that my friend Utah Phillips said to me once, we were touring together quite a lot at the time, and we would go walking through the inner cities into the areas that were about to be redeveloped. You know, there were a lot of people on the streets just like that man. And he said to me once, you know, there's nothing lonelier than to not exist in the heart of any other person. To not be in someone's heart is the loneliest place in the world. Can I have your loading stick? Okay, everybody sit up, take a breath. All right. Gotta get in the right mood for this one. All right? Here's your part. You must give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. You must give yourself to love if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. You got that, right? Let's try it. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I think you got it. Okay. I gotta have a drink first. Gotta have a drink to do this song. Kind friends all gathered round, something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds. I'm gonna start over. I know it'll be terrible. Oh, I'm a title of art. Huh? How many verses before the chorus? Okay. Here's the plan, folks. That's it. There's just a verse and a chorus, and I'll give you, I'll flap my wings and things, you know, and wiggle my eyebrows. And that's the first time I've ever done that, I want you to know. That's one. Kind friends all gathered round, something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. The strangers are as family, loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain, learned to love the wind, loving up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, stand before me now. So give yourself to love, love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire, it's planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. Love comes when you are ready, love comes when you're afraid. It will be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love, love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Take a minute here while Paul comes up from downstairs, isn't that right? And moves the microphone. How come you're so much taller than I am? From the I'm going to move all these microphones over, you guys. But I'll
We need some monitors here.
We need some monitors?
We need Kate's voice.
Can I play an A? Yes, I can.
It's fucking my back.
That's all right, your back is pretty as your front today.
Thanks a lot.
How are we doing for folk music? We have any monitors?
No, we need some more.
I have you, but I don't have any too much. Hello, Andy. This is Andy Field, our other sound. And we have sound guys coming out of the rafters tonight. This is all being recorded, you know, Andy, on videotape, of course. You can use it to get jobs. Mason's loading department. Andy's a friend, or I wouldn't risk my neck like this. He has all the knobs over there. He can turn me off in a second. This feels a little strange to me. Is that all right? You're moving. How come you move that monitor? It's not working? All right. Well, Ford, you got any good tips? Do your brother's shoes fit?
And I move this one?
Never worn $80 shoes before.
Yeah, try to get them back. You gotta go kick a door or something, wear them in a little bit, that way.
I'll never hear the end of that.
All right. How are we doing? I could use a little more vocal in my monitor, Andy.
I'm not,
Hello? Goodbye?
sir, doctor, I'm not getting any of Kate and
I'm not getting anything in the house. Can you hear me out there? Yeah, Goodbye. Let's go. That's good. Ah. Also.
It's you.
It's you. Okay, we ready? I like the way your silver turquoise lays against your skin so brown. I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight. A million stars all around. I've got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a man can do to your soul. But he can't take you anywhere. You don't already know how to go. Got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing a feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. But there's a voice whispering in my other ear that I may never see you again. I've got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. I'm already standing on the ground. Say, we hope it'll be on the Step into the microphones here. How's that? Gosh. Every aspect of my life, which I hope I have a chance to say hello to you all on the break, but I've been getting little glimpses. Yes, this is the mood music. See, take it away. pulleys and wires, right?
Something about the shit.
The fringe. They make you play fast. Anyway, let's get on with this. Gotta have a sense of humor about these things. There is a ring.
Yes,
Some kind of ring.
Get
Get back.
Hear my guitar with that.
Yeah, we better check the levels. My voice is not loud enough in the mic. More. There's I need a little more, Andy. It's just muddy. We can't have more, huh? We've been slapped on the... All right.
Heck with the
Heck with the
recording.
recording.
Come on.
Ready? There's a wind blowing down the canyon, so high and dry, rocks turn red. Shade grows thin and shrinks to nothing as the sun climbs overhead. What can I say? You said it all. Your words ride on the desert wind. Tell me about tomorrow, how hard your love again. Did you see the stars as you lay sleeping, as they crossed the midnight sky? I could hear my own heart beating in the stillness of the night. What can I say? You said it all. Your words ride on the desert wind. Tell me about tomorrow, how hard your love again. It's all alone with the earth and the sky. The hours are long, the days go slow. You're loving away like the wind reminds me. There's so much that I do not know. What can I say? You said it all. Your words ride on the desert wind. Tell me about tomorrow, how hard your love again. What can I say? You said it all. Your words ride on the desert wind. Tell me about tomorrow, how hard your love again. Thank you. On the back of the heart. Where? They're up in the balcony? You like the Adidas, huh?
They are Adidas.
Nike.
Whoops, what did I say? What do I know?
$15 Nike. 15.99.
All right. Andy, can I get any more clarity on this microphone? Let's see what, maybe if I would just move in closer, that'll help. That's a little better. Try that.
Andy, can I get any volume on my phone?
We're having a little feedback problem, so we're going to have to turn things down a
If I can, just say it.
bit. Well, I had a lot of jokes told me at the intermission, but I couldn't remember them. Plus, a lot of them I couldn't use on stage. But should do is get the top 3 winners to go up here and tell the jokes, is what I should do.
How many? Wait, I need another kick.
I didn't know what had happened to him, except that he didn't look the same. I didn't have a chance to talk to him, so just wrote the song and later found out what had happened. And I always like to introduce it with a quote from Martha Graham, the dancer. She was in a film that was on PBS one time, and she was talking about her father, who used to say to her, you know, movement never lies. It's a barometer to the weather of the soul. That's what the song's about. Are we waiting for a minute?
Gotta set the level on my bass.
Okay. Oh, Lord. No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
We have another whole set of songs because we will record as many as we can tonight. So I hope you don't get too tired of sitting because it's great to have you. Are we ready? Whoops. Well, I wish I could tell you how I feel tonight. It's been so long since I've seen you. You haven't said, but I can see so plain. Something's been on your mind again. You're not standing like you used to. Your clothes are fitting you looser, and there's a tired shadow hiding in your eyes. But you're looking like you could use a friend. And I wish I could make you happy some way. That would be a lie, and you know it. Find what it is that you really care about. Live a life that shows it. 'Cause you're not standing like you're fitting you looser, and there's a tired shadow hiding in your eyes. last time you were here. About cornflowers. When I was a kid, I was always fascinated that there was actually a blue flower. I never did see a black rose. I always was wanting to see one of those too. But the blue cornflowers are always so startling. I used to live in Newport, Oregon as a kid, and I don't know, there was some fisherman's holiday once a year where they take this old abandoned rowboat and dress it up in flowers and send it out to sea for all the men who died at sea. And I can remember my earliest memories of the smells of those flowers that they would decorate the boat with. And I'd always leave the extras around the yard. I was about 3.5, 4 years old. I'd go over there and I'd collect them all, and I'd come back and I'd decorate my grandmother's chicken coop, you name it, everything with these flowers. Red, white, and blue, and all kinds of colors. The cornflowers have been with me since those days. Always has fascinated me. They're called bachelor buttons. That's another name for them. And in asking around, we kind of figured that was because, you remember bachelors, that's a word you don't get to hear much anymore. They used to get spiffed up for their dates and stuff, and they'd always stick one of those little bachelor buttons in their lapel, right? One of those little cornflowers. So we figured that's where that came from.
When you said hello, held me tenderly, would not let me go. Cornflower blue. Cornflower blue, deeper than the evening sky, peaceful as a river, bluer than goodbye, blue like the diamond when the light shines true. choose this one for you. Cornflower blue. Cornflower blue.
Here's another old song that's, for those of you who've never heard this story, you have to imagine that someone gives you a picture puzzle for a present. The man who once gave me a puzzle with the same thing on both sides, sitting in the front row with, just realized. Somebody gives you a puzzle to put together, and you spend all afternoon working on it, and you get absolutely nowhere. And you finally realize that that's because the puzzle you're working on has nothing to do with the picture on the cover of the box that it came in. Actually, that's not really what this is about, but you'll get it. It's close enough.
Not really.
Here we go. How come you're over there in the dark for? Wouldn't you like to see him more?
Look at his shoes.
Can we have light on all three of us? There you go. There's your other shoulder. All right, you guys, enough fun. Let's play the song. All right. Thought my heart would mend. I better start over too. I thought my heart would mend. And babe, you know I tried. But the picture on the cover, it doesn't match the one inside. I'm picking up the pieces, trying to fit the holes in this picture puzzle. You left me long ago, hardest puzzle. I can see just about little pieces. It makes no sense to me. 'Cause we were together and now we're apart. I'm picking up pieces of my heart. Thought my heart would mend, and baby, you know I tried. The picture on the cover doesn't match the one inside. I'm holding pieces, not knowing where to start with this jigsaw puzzle that you made on my heart. Pretty picture puzzle, should fit so easily. Picture that you left me doesn't match the one I see. 'Cause we were together, but now we're apart. I'm picking up pieces of my heart. Puzzle looks so easy till we try to play the game, and the pieces fit together, but the picture's not the same. I can see just about the pieces. It makes no sense to me. 'Cause we were together and now we're apart. I'm picking up pieces of my heart. finally come again to that part of the show where you get to sing with us, which would be great. Can I get any more guitar on me except... No, no more, okay. I'll survive. He says, no, no, please don't ask me, don't ask me. This is a song about mortality. Something we all have in common here, I hope, unless E.T. is in the audience. Oh no, E.T. So your part goes like this. We've only got these times we're living in. We've only got these times we're living in. Wanna try that? We've only got these times we're living in. We've only got these times we're living in. Oh, you're great. Down by the river, the water's running low as I wander underneath the trees. And in the park outside of town, the leaves turn brown and yellow now, are falling on the ground. Remembering the way you felt beside me here when love was new. That feeling's just grown stronger since I fell in love with you. Now we've only got these times we're living in. We've only got these times we're living in. Winter wood piled on the porch, walnuts scattered on the ground, and wood smoke rising to the sky. An old man comes home from work and he hugs his wife, and a sweat-stained shirt walks through that door where it's warm inside. And I'm walking as the wind rustles in the falling leaves, my footsteps picking out a tune my heart sings silently. How we've only got these times we're living in. We've only got these times we're living in. See the roses dried and faded, the tall trees carved and painted with long forgotten lovers' names. The old cars standing empty and dogs barking at me as I walk through the quiet streets the same. If I could, I'd tell you now there are no roads that do not bend, and the days like flowers bloom and fade and they do not come again. We've only got these times we're living in. We've only got these times we're living in. I'm going to do a song that isn't real easy to hear, but I'll explain what it is. This is a song about Agent Orange, and it was written by a woman named Muriel Hogan, based on the life of Paul Rudersham, who was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. And he died 10 years after his tour of duty at the age of 27 from the effects of Agent Orange. And in the last years of his death, he worked very hard to publicize what was happening with him and everyone who had been exposed to that. And Agent Orange isn't just something from Vietnam that has come home to roost in our forests and our watersheds and all kinds of places you wouldn't imagine. Most city parks spray the lawns with it to keep the weeds down, and you go out and play barefoot with your kids. It's pretty amazing where Agent Orange is. This is 2,4-D and 2,4,5-T we're talking about. And it's also a good song because it really deals with just that whole thing of not being told what's really happening. And I don't think that has changed much in our world in some ways. I was 17 when I quit school, the year that I enlisted. I don't recall just why I did. My mom says I. My mama cried, she signed the card, and I went off to fight. But I just found out this morning, the doctor told me so. They killed me in Vietnam, and I didn't even know. Got off the plane in Vietnam, it didn't look like war. But all I saw, I started wondering what we came there for. Some officers got drunk at night and cheated on their wives, while those peasants on the other side were fighting for their lives. You know, the army tried some fancy stuff to bring them to their knees, like Agent Orange defoliants to clear the brush and trees. We fly all day above the trails through clouds of poison spray, but they never said that chemical would hurt our health today. But I got the news this morning, the doctor told me so. They killed me in Vietnam, and I didn't even know. Well, I tried hard to forget that war like everybody else did. I settled down, got married, and I even had some kids. Our children both had birth defects, the doctors had their doubts. think I just found out. Because I got the news this morning, the doctor told me so. They killed me in Vietnam, and I didn't even know. The doctor says I have some time, he was trying to be kind. You know, I've never been a radical, but this has changed my mind. I'd be so proud to hear my son say, hell no, we won't go. Because you killed our dad in Vietnam, and he didn't even know. This Agent Orange from Vietnam we carry with us still. It stays inside for years and years. It does its best to kill. You might get cancer of the liver, you might get cancer of the skin. You might get a VA disability. You might not live to win. Because I got the news this morning, the doctor told me so. They killed me in Vietnam, and I didn't even know. They killed me in Vietnam, and I didn't even know. I'd like to welcome David Balakrishnan back to the audience. I mean, back to the He doesn't know yet. We had this wonderful review sent to us from the Cal Aggie from the concert we did last weekend, and they said, and on the fiddle was Val Christian.
Krishna Baladev. Krishna Baladev. Oh, what do you mean by name? Punjab.
Oh, time out. All right.
Real change. Let's see.
Oh, is it
Well, I have something to say just about my friend Utah Phillips used to say to me, if you're going to show the problem, then show the solution. And so what we're going to do now is a song with some solutions in it, implied, of course. I wrote this for SEVA, a wonderful organization that's involved in different causes. The last one being, thank you, to stamp out unnecessary blindness in the third world. And we were all gathered together to sing for this concert. And I thought to myself, how absurd that we're all going to sing for this concert for blind people when we all have our sight and half the time can't see the broadside of a barn with it, you know. It's important to remember what we're looking at. And so I took this old country song called 20/20 Vision and Walking Around Blind.
Okay.
And rewrote it. And that's your line. You have a line in this. It goes like this. It's 20/20 vision and walking around blind. You want to try that? 20/20 vision and walking around blind.
We gotta get that bluegrass flair, you know.
Blue glass flavor? No, wrong. So you're primed, you ready to go? All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Again, I don't start off.
I didn't know. Time out. Don't fight over the intro. Now, who
Well, it's
has
your
it?
fault. I mean,
Now, wait a second.
I'm a victim of second.
French makes her feisty, you notice that? Who starts the song?
I don't know. What's it
They do.
say on the...
Okay, Nina kicks off.
I kick it off.
Kick it in.
Kick it.
You gotta do the
What? Oh, definitely.
yeah, definitely. Right.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. the jealous ones, but the ones that are real green eyes. Let's have a show of hands. How many green-eyed people are here tonight? Ah, what a special minority. 2. We have 2 here on stage, Sharon and I. I was talking to Terry Garthwood one day at a folk festival, and she said, you know, you never can write songs when you're falling in love. It's either when you're falling out of love, or love has just gone off and gone somewhere else, and you're left behind. But this is a song about when love sneaks up on you and is there for a while, and you don't see it until you turn around, and there it is. You're doomed.
It's rough being tone deaf, you know.
This reminds me of an old Chris Christopherson film I saw a long time ago. I think it was Cisco Pike. There's this aging rock and roll star who's desperately trying to hold on to what he thinks is his appeal, his youth, right? And Christopherson looks at him one time and he says, man, they're not after your body, they're after your soul. Good to remember when your guitar's out of tune, right? Every night we light the candle that stands beside our bed, and sometimes the flame's too much to handle. That's what you said, that's what you said, and you should know, because you built a fire in me and you made it burn. You followed me, watching every move, matching every turn. Your green eyes, they don't miss a thing. They hold me like the sun going down, warm me like a fire in the night, without a sound. first time I ever saw your laughter break loose inside and tumble out to me, my heart knew it had found what it was after, and it came so easily. We should know, after all the years of the hard and heavy times, now our days go by like best friends storylines, yours and mine. Green eyes, they don't miss a thing. They hold me like the sun going down, warm me like a fire in the night, without a sound, without a sound.
All right.
What happened? Here's a song for all of you who've been cooped up in the city too long and you miss going up to the mountains and smelling the trees. The worst time that ever happened to me was back in 1963. I was going to date myself here. I was working at Franklin Hospital as a night clerk. Another world entirely. It was the first summer in my whole life I hadn't gone off to camp for some reason or other. And I was in the city, in the hospital, from 11 o'clock at night till 3 in the morning, every night. It was terrible.
Take it off.
All right. This was written back about 1978. I was up in Pollock Pines. It was just after those terrible forest fires around Placerville. I'm glad you did that between songs. And the air was just filled with the smell of burning trees and all this haze and stuff, but it was so beautiful in a way, you know. Someone said to me, how can you write a song about that? It was a forest fire. But forest fires were here before people were. That's how the forest keeps itself cleaned out. Just because there happens to be houses and sidewalks and streets in the forest these days is not the forest's fault. I don't believe it. But it's song. We're just going to remind you that you know it. It's an old Dino Valenti tune from the 60s.
Oh yeah, that one.
Hire that man. And I changed the words a little bit. It was written before a certain consciousness had evolved in male-female relationships. So we don't sing smile on your brother, we say smile on each other. So when we come around to that part, you can hold your bees. Have you got a capo? I have one in my case.
I have one in my case too. How do I work this thing?
I have a broken capo here.
It's the Picker's Pal. The Picker's Pal.
Ford,
That's when you break your good capo.
Let's run through the chorus with everybody here. What a sense of humor he's got. You got to keep the light on him though, because this is when that's what I see him. Yeah, well that's shiny shirt on. We want to see him all dressed up. It's a rare opportunity.
Make sure you got your dark glasses on.
No, Annie, if you could keep the band lit.
Yeah, really.
That would sure help.
Who needs jokes?
See us after the show, please.
Yeah, you got to stop dancing around, Ford.
Okay. Oh, we can't do our choreography for this song. Hey. Hey.
Come on, people now. Come on, people now.
Okay, there you go. Stop.
Anyway, that's the song. Come on, people now. Smile at each other, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. You remember that one? Love is but a song we sing. Here's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile at each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one who left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I'm singing, anybody whose birthday is tonight. Can I see whose birthday it is tonight? All right, all right. How about up in the balcony? It's hard to see. No one else's birthday in this whole big room of people. Why don't you guys play together about tuning? I'll just get back.
Let's see.
For those of you who are in family bands with your spouses, I recommend this for domestic arguments. This is a tuner.
Let's sit down.
It tells you how to tune your guitar without arguing with your spouse. That's what it does. No, you're right. You're right. There's a little dial in there that tells me when to stop tuning the string.
How does it know?
I didn't ask it. Now come
It's got
on.
perfect pitch.
And a double A battery.
It's way too expensive. Worth its weight in gold.
Suppose you wonder why we asked y'all here tonight.
Yeah.
Stop shaking.
Yes, it's a good smile. Huh?
That's a good one, Sarah. Thank you. I was talking to a friend tonight. He said that he felt that the artists in the society are the ones that have the access to the newest technology because they're always trying to find ways to, use this equipment to make their art come out. It's rather true. I never would have bought one of those things if I didn't have to tune my guitar. I still don't know how it works except the needle wiggles around till it sits on the 440 and then you just tune the string. We have to be sure that there's light on the cello player so she can see her music.
Or so you can see her.
And so you can see her. So, Annie, would you put a spot on her?